Here, and there's something in front of my face. Will you help me, Kate? Sorry. Hi, everybody. Just getting things set up. It's the first time I'm streaming live on YouTube. Oh, it finally went away. Okay. Thanks for your help.
Of course.
Well, everybody, we're here to celebrate my new book. Yay! The Essential Guide to Archangels and Saints. I'm so excited about it, and I hope that you enjoy it and use it and call on your angelic realm to help you in your life. So I want to tell you a little bit about the book and how I structured it. So it took a long time to write this wonderful book, and the reasoning is because it takes a lot of research to learn about all the archangels and all the saints. And while I have most of my life experienced a lot with a lot of the angels and saints because I grew up Roman Catholic, I didn't have everything memorized. So a lot of research went into it to learn about the history of each one of the saints, and the archangels as well. So the way I set it up, well, first I want to say, keep in mind that this book, while may have a Catholic flair to it because it's based on saints and archangels, it's a metaphysical approach to working with these divine beings. These divine beings are messengers. They're here to help you create miracles in your life, which you can have, and they have the ability to help from wherever they are. So when I say they, I'm talking about, let's start with the archangels. So I set this up into two sections, and where all the archangels and then all the saints. And all the archangels it's an A to Z guide, and basically one thing to know for sure is that all the angels are androgynous. Whether it's an everyday angel, the way I talk about them in this book, The Essential Guide to Everyday Angels, or whether it's the archangels, they don't have a gender. They're not masculine, they're not feminine, they are androgynous. So while from time to time you'll hear me say he, when I'm referencing like Archangel Michael, know that there is no gender associated with angels. Also, I have, for each one of the angels, I have it set up so that you start out with these very basics. And I'll show you here in a second. Want to get to, we'll use Barachiel, which is who we're going to talk about. See, I tagged certain pages so we can talk today. I do a little bit of a description about the archangel, probably 3 to 5 paragraphs. Then you'll read about which crystals, which colors, and what chakras this particular angel is associated with. Then there's a section on which essential oils you can use to have a beneficial experience using the olfactory nerve and allowing the aroma of essential oils and sprays. It really helps make the experience more palpable, more normal, more more solidified. In fact, I have a spray right here, smudge and spray. Then I also, for the archangels, included the Zodiac Association, which astrological signs, and also which planetary, if there's a planetary association. What supportive everyday angels you can call on, and that's in reference to this book, The Essential Guide to Everyday Angels, but you don't need to buy that book. It's a good book, but you don't have to buy it because I explain it right here in this book. And then Divine Guidance, which is like a little guidance from the divine, the petition, which is the prayer, and then the affirmation. So I'm going to start with Archangel Barachiel. Have you ever heard of Barachiel? Archangel Barachiel is the archangel associated with blessings from heaven. Who doesn't want some blessings from heaven? Archangel Barachiel is the ruler of the seraphim, the prince of the second heaven, and is one of the archangels considered to be the chief of the guardian angels, one of the 7 archangels, and is often considered an official saint in the Byzantine, Catholic, and the Eastern Orthodox religions. He is considered the patron saint or patron archangel of family and married life. So if you want a little extra help with blessings to your family and your marriage, this is a beautiful archangel to call upon. So the name is Archangel Barachiel. That's Barachiel. Hey, did you ever notice that all the archangels have EL at the end? Barachiel, Raphael, Uriel, Gabriel, Michael. And that is associated with the El, the Elohim. But you'll also notice that there's a Metatron and a Sandalphon, and that doesn't have an EL on the end. And one of the reasons is because they originally started out as a human on the planet, and then went to the heavenly realm, ascended, and then when they came back to the earth, they were considered archangels. So Metatron was Enoch, and Enoch ascended, became a heavenly scribe, brought the information down to talk to Noah about creating this amazing architectural situation with this ark, to help people, help save the animals, or some animals at least, most animals, because of the flood that was upcoming. Now, he was, Enoch, who became Metatron, was, what's his name? Noah's, that's his name, Noah's great-great-grandfather. So, Metatron lived a very long time, Enoch / Metatron. Now, I mentioned that the other one is Sandalphon. Sandalphon is the twin brother of Metatron, and Sandalphon was Elijah, and then he went to the heavenly realm and came back down, and then was considered the name Sandalphon. And Sandalphon means, I think, twin. So that's perfect because he was a twin brother. So those are the only two that were human and then became archangelic beings. And now back to Archangel Barachiel, the archangel of blessings from heaven. So Barachiel is called the lightning of God, and the archangel of lightning and blessings. Traditional symbol of lightning is sudden or instantaneous enlightenment and the destruction of ignorance. So when we're talking about the vibration of bringing sudden enlightenment, lightning is associated with that. Now, we don't want to get hit by lightning because that would not feel good. We would not perhaps survive. Now, the other thing that I wanted to mention in regard to this archangel is that if you're having a hard time focusing on the blessings that you do have in your life, like gratitudes, like having a gratitude moment, or repetitive gratitude moments, Barachiel is a beautiful archangel to call on to help me to stay focused on my blessings. And I'm going to read you a little petition from him in a minute. Notice I said him, but remember, archangels are genderless. So here I write, Barachiel is an angel that can help you find a way to increase your prosperity and good luck. Appeal to Archangel Barachiel for help to maintain a positive view of your life. Ask Barachiel to bring happiness and levity. Find laughter and joy with this angel as your ally to overcome life's challenges. So the stones that I've associated with blessings from heaven, blessings in life, prosperity, green aventurine, that's good luck, prosperity, abundance. Seraphonite, named after the seraphs, which he is the ruler of the seraphim. And then also the ruby and zoisite, which is my key phrase that I use in my essential guide to crystals, minerals, and stones. The key phrase for ruby and zoisite is a river of bejeweled blessings. So that's a beautiful thing to think of. I have a river of bejeweled blessings flowing into my life. I have everything I need whenever I need it. Moldavite. So moldavite is actually a green glass. It was created because of a meteorite that hit the planet in the Czech Republic. And so when that meteoric activity touched down and created this glass, with that vibration is similar to the lightning vibration, the sudden boom of that hit of the meteorite, and then creating this green glass. And it is associated with bringing good blessings from heaven. I know that some people for a while on one of the social media platforms were caught up in that somehow it was Moldavite created negative change. All it did was Moldavite creates helps you create positive change, and it's up to you how you're going to do that. Because crystals don't just automatically do whatever. It's your thought forms, it's what you think, it's what you focus on. So that one of the things that I like to remind each and every one of us, including myself, is if whatever it is that I'm focused on that I really want in life, if whatever you want, you focus on that. If you don't want to think about what you don't want. So that takes mindfulness. It takes mindfulness to stay focused on what you do want instead of what you don't want. And when you hold a crystal, let's say I mentioned green aventurine. If you were holding a green aventurine in your hand and thinking, okay, Archangel Barakael, please come and help me in my life. I need more blessings. I need this, that, or the other, whatever it is that you need. You ask for what you need. Angels, archangels, and saints cannot intervene in your life unless you specifically ask them to. So remember to literally say a prayer, say a request. In fact, I'm going to jump ahead to the petition for Archangel Barakael. So what I've done in here is I give you what to say, how to say it. You don't have to use my words, but it gets you started. So here's Barakael's petition. Oh, Archangel Barakael, please help me attract blessings, abundance, prosperity, great health, and happiness into my life. Inspire me to be fortunate enough to know how to create my own luck. Create your own luck. In addition to random chance, show me ways to take action to create favorable outcomes. Thank you for the abundance and prosperity in my life and all that is yet to come. I am grateful for a happy home and good personal relationships. Thank you. So I want to go back to this statement. In addition to random chance, show me ways to take action to create favorable outcomes. So it's always up to us. It's up to us on how we're going to create our reality. And what we're doing is inviting the divine to come and assist us, to show us the way, to shine light on our path so that we have a better chance and have the support that we need to get whatever we need to get done. Whether it's a healthier life, happier relationships, having plenty of whatever you need, and plenty for you and plenty to share. So I also wanted to say that the essential oils that you can use to help with this, that you can inhale. I prefer inhalation as a source. You can use, like how I have these sprays, see them all behind me? I've created about 65 different ones. I don't have one for Barakael yet. I have it for 12 of the archangels. But you can use whatever essential oil I'm referring to and use inhalation. It's, I feel, the most effective way. It's going in through the limbic system of the brain, and because it's through the olfactory nerve, and it hits that and it opens your consciousness and helps you be open to the potential realities. So rose essential oil is a reminder that love is the answer to all. So use rose to radiate love. The more loving we are, the more that we're focused on love, the better chance we are of having a happier lifetime. Also, Lang Lang. So Lang Lang is associated with spiritual affluence. So I recommend Lang Lang. That's Y-L-A-N-G. Y-L-A-N-G. And just so you know, you have the opportunity, if you wish, to purchase these essential oils through my store, The Crystal Garden. You just go to thecrystalgarden.com. Our medical grade essential oils are exceptional. And let's see. And here's a little interesting fact. Lang Lang flowers have been used on marriage beds of newlyweds for perfume and blessings. That's pretty. I have a Lang Lang tree in my yard. It's so cool. It's big now, but when I got it, it was just like a little stick. It looked like just a stick. And now it is at least 20, if not 30 feet tall. It's very, very wide, and it gets a lot of beautiful Lang Lang flowers. And my whole front yard and backyard you can smell it for a long distance, a beautiful aroma. Okay, so Zodiac. As the ruler of February, Barakael is also associated with the astrological sign of Pisces. This angel is also the planetary ruler of Jupiter and the astrological sign Scorpio. So each and every archangel in the book has what zodiac sign association is available. So now here's the divine guidance for Barakael. So just take a deep breath, stay focused. Embrace this gift to live a charmed and enlightened life. This is like a message directly from Barakael. Engage in illuminating activities such as meditation, contemplation, and reflection to better understand reality's true nature, which will illuminate spiritual truths. Be open to spontaneous awakening. It is safe to allow others to do nice things for you and to shower you with gifts. Permit blessings and love to pour into your open, receptive heart. It's time to receive with grace. That's nice. And the affirmation. You ready for an affirmation? This is for Barakael. I feel and know the presence of the divine within me and around me. I attract good friends and acquaintances into my life. I have extraordinary good fortune in all aspects of my life. Blessings flow into my life. I accept gifts, love, and attention with ease and grace. I am grateful for all that is bestowed upon me. I am grateful for all the blessings still yet to come. You know, there was a time in my life when I didn't have all the best friends and acquaintances. I was attracting people that were not so great. And that's when I started to develop some of these affirmations and focus on what I needed to do to change my mind. Because, you know what? As a young girl, I learned, before I even started school, I was learning from a family member. Actually, he wasn't even literally a family member. He was my father's best friend. He was like an uncle, but he wasn't an uncle. And he's the one that taught me about the power of positive thought and the power of believing, the magic of believing. And I read a lot of books at a young age about that. So now, even though I was born and raised Catholic, I was born and raised Catholic, but with the blinders off. So I had a lot more positive influences and metaphysical influences in my life that started at a very young age. So it's this, what I do for a living here, owning the Crystal Garden, creating the Crystal Garden. It's more, it's just a normal how I was brought up. And so now I'm sharing it with the world. Okay. So I picked another archangel that I thought would be appropriate, because I see a lot of people in my life here at the Crystal Garden where people come in and tell me, I'm an empath. And I'm like, you know what? Everybody's an empath. But I'm glad that you're recognizing that you're empathing other people's energy. And because we do, if we're empaths, and which everybody here listening probably is an empath, we also need to learn how to set healthy boundaries, so that we're not picking up other people's negative energy and taking on their stuff. We're not responsible for carrying their backpacks. We carry just ours, you know. So Archangel Muriel is the Archangel of emotional harmony. So Archangel Muriel is one of the chiefs of the dominions, the fourth most important rank of angels in the hierarchy of angels. And the dominions are dedicated to making sure the universe works as it should. Muriel's name is derived from the word myrrh and is from the same Greek root, which means perfume of God. Therefore, this is an archangel for aromatherapists. So Archangel Muriel helps empaths. This is one of the main functions of this archangel, and to help people who are intuitive, and to help people who are intuitive to trust their intuition. And so it's helpful to call on this archangel, and this is Muriel, to improve your psychic sense of smell, because we can often pick up what's going on with someone or something or a place based on the aromas, what we're picking up with the sense of smell. This angel, if you happen to get blessed with this angel coming into your space, you might smell flowers. This is what would be a right. But this angel helps you if something doesn't smell right. and pay attention to what it means. Like if you walk into some place and it doesn't smell right, okay, so now you know it doesn't smell right, but what does it mean? So finding the underlying situation of why you're being alerted that something isn't quite right. So Muriel you can call on when you need comfort and mental balance, and also to maintain balance and discernment, to realize which feelings are your own and which feelings are other people's, because we don't need to take on other people's feelings. It doesn't hurt to understand that they might be feeling a certain way. That's being an empathetic. And I think being an empath and gearing towards empathetic instead of taking on their stuff is the way to be. And sometimes we need to use different crystals or gemstones, like I have on my, this is my blood amber, but we have all kinds of amber here at the store that you can use. And I like to wear this so that this helps keep a healthy balance. And you know what amber reminds me of is, remember when you were little and you maybe was sharing a room with a sister or a sibling, and you would have like, this is my side of the room and that's your side of the room. That doesn't mean that you still didn't talk to each other and you still weren't in the same space, but you respected each other's space. It's like, you stay on your side, I'll stay on my side. And that's the way it is when we talk about being balanced with empathic situations. Let's see. So amber is a good one. Unakite is a good stone for, that's good for emotional balance. And unakite is a combination of pink feldspar and green epidote. And here is one. I have a whole, hear that? There's a lot of crystals in front of me. So that is a piece of unakite. See how it's pink? That's feldspar, and the green part is epidote. Yep. Is that the only one I have in here? Maybe. Here's another one. This one's chipped. Let's see. It's green and pink. And if any of you are people that go on TikTok, or maybe even on actually even here on YouTube, I do the stone of the day. So I mean stone of the week. And I just recently did unakite. So if you look back at my videos, you'll see more about unakite. All right. So both of those are going to help with balancing the emotions, amber and unakite, and also to approach things from a self-empowered standpoint. Self-empowered. Amethyst is helpful when you want to transform and transmute situations. All shades of green would be helpful, especially seafoam green and emerald green, to help with the vibration of nurturing and feeling supportive energy. Essential oils to work with for Archangel Muriel. Lavender and chamomile for peaceful experiences and good sleep. And I have Lang Lang in this category too. Sweet marjoram, good, I did put it here. Place a dab of sweet marjoram essential oil on the occiput at the base of your neck when you feel especially vulnerable and emotional, to quell those feelings. So the occiput is that little indentation in the back of your neck. And so you just put, like if you have your bottle of sweet marjoram, just go boop, boop, and now you have a little drop of the sweet marjoram on your neck, and then you just rub it right there. And that helps with feeling emotional out of balance, or maybe you're ready to start crying all the time. You know, when you get, all of us have gone through times in life, perhaps I should say, maybe not all of us, but I know I have, and a lot of people I know have gone through times in life where it's been hard because we're either grieving or we're sad about something, and we may break it down and crying. And sweet marjoram is a really good one for bringing balance and calling on Archangel Muriel. So the zodiac, Muriel is the angel of the month of June. This archangel rules Mondays. Muriel is associated with the astrological signs of Cancer and Pisces. That makes sense because of the emotional nature of both of those signs. Very sensitive and empathic. That makes sense. The supportive everyday angels. Now that's referring to what I wrote in depth about each one of these angels in the book, Essential Guide to Everyday Angels. So the everyday angels, angel of balanced emotions, the angel of compassion, and the angel of inner strength. There's more here. I'm just doing a little synopsis. So let's see. Let's do the petition, and then we'll move on to a couple of saints. Oh, Archangel Muriel, walk by my side so that I can feel, know, and understand the experiences of the human condition. Let me be an instrument to serve humanity through sensitivity and compassion. I need help finding my center and calming down. Help me invoke a vibe of inner peace to soothe my rampant emotions and detox from negative thought patterns. Help me better understand myself and others to increase my happiness and self-confidence. Help me to be a good caregiver for plants and animals. I want to be compassionate and help others on their journey. Let me be thoughtful, willing, and able to help others with the basics of life. Thank you. Yeah, that's nice. There's an affirmation. So there's more here, information here. All right, we're going to jump ahead to some saints. So now I have a section. There's a whole section on saints, and then I separated out the saints associated with Jesus, specifically like his disciples, and Saint Anne and Saint Joseph. They're all in a separate section in the back. So you'll see that they're chapter 4, Jesus and his spiritual connections. But basically, it's his all the people that were around Jesus when he was on the planet. But before that section is chapter 3, which is about different saints. So I chose Saint Catherine of Siena today to talk about. The feast day is April 29th. So with every saint, I've included what the feast day is. And if you wanted to look up the feast days in the back of the book, just past the glossary, I do include a glossary. I like a good glossary in a book. I have an appendix on which everyday angels to work with for certain situations. Patron saint by topic, patron saint or archangel by topic. So you can look up, you know, what if I wanted an archangel that had to do with cats? Or what if I wanted something about confidence? You can look it up and then go read more. And then the appendix, next appendix is the appendix regarding which feast days you can look up. So we just passed December 13th, which was St. Lucy Day. The next one is on December 27th, St. John the Apostle. So that's helpful and easy, but just so you know, every saint has a feast day. Now, one of the things that I've noticed that is very interesting is that a lot of these saints came from very wealthy families, or they came from nobility, and they used their money, their funds, their resources, their status to help others and create miracles. Now, in this case, I don't know, this saint wasn't necessarily from nobility. I'm going to talk about St. Catherine of Siena. I've been to the cathedral for St. Catherine in Siena, Italy. It's quite beautiful. But so here, she was alive in 1347 to 1380. And she was the youngest of 25 children. Oh my goodness. Born to a lower middle class family. So this is not someone who came from nobility. There are quite a few that did, though, just so you know. She was a mystic, a religious leader, a doctor of the church, and a Dominican tertiary. So that's a member of the Third Order of St. Dominic. We're going to talk about St. Dominic in a second. So she devoted herself to a life of prayer and to take care of the sick and the poor. That was her thing, that she just wanted to help people that were poor or sick. So at a young age, she experienced visions. Her first vision, and I'm going to read this because I already wrote it, so it's easier. Her first vision of Jesus was at age 5, and it was miraculous. The most profound ecstatic vision was the mystical marriage where she was married to Christ. The wedding party included Mother Mary, St. John the Evangelist, St. Paul, St. Dominic, and King David, who played the harp. She was given a ring from Christ, but she was the only one that could see the ring. And she could see it for the rest of her life. She attained mystical union with God, and in another miraculous vision, Christ removed her heart and replaced it with his own heart, his sacred heart. And that's happened also. St. Margaret Mary also did that happened. So the other thing that's very cool about St. Catherine of Siena is that she dictated more than 200 pages on divine providence, discretion, prayer, and obedience. And the name of the work is called The Dialogue of Divine Providence, a book of mystical theology. So she actually has this work of this written work of art is she describes conversations with God and her understanding, and also the nature of divine love. I did not read it. That sounds like something that would be worth checking into. So this is, I thought, was interesting. So there was a blight, and there was a wine shortage. When the wine shortage occurred, there was a grape blight. That's what it was. It was a grape blight. So back in that time, weak wine was used instead of water because of disease. You know, the water wasn't safe for drinking. It was not potable. So they would drink wine instead of water for fluid. But there was a blight, so there was no wine. And so there was a challenge with having, you know, great thirst, obviously. So what she did is, let's see, let me find it, the actual words here. St. Catherine invited all to drink from their family casks to prevent people from dying of thirst. The wine continued to be available for months. When the blight was over, they opened the wine cask to clean it for fresh wine. The cask was completely dry, as if it had not contained wine for months. The wine was supplied by her faith in God, and that we will always be provided for and protected. I would call that a miracle. St. Catherine was one of the saints that received the stigmata. So the stigmata are the marks that Christ had from being crucified. So there are wounds on the hands, the palms of the hands, the feet, where he was attached to the cross, and also where the sword cut his side, pierced his side. And so there was a number of saints that had that experience of the stigmata. And in the back, in the glossary section, which I'm going to right now, see, I got it going. I write about what the stigmata is, if I could get to my little glossary here, because there are different words that maybe you're not familiar with when you read this book. So in this case, stigmatas are the marks that correspond with the wounds on Jesus from the crucifixion. In Catholic tradition, they are known as the 5 holy wounds or the 5 sacred wounds. They are located on the hands and feet where the nails were driven through him, Jesus, and into the cross, and the place on his side where the lance pierced him. Saints that receive the stigmata are Padre Pio, very interesting to read about Padre Pio, St. Francis of Assisi, St. Catherine of Siena, and more. So there you go. There's a little bit about that. Now let me see what else I wanted to say about St. Catherine. You know, when I was in Siena, they were getting ready for like some kind of a competition, and there was all beautiful flags for different families. It was beautifully decorated. It was so colorful, and it was very festive at the time. Okay, St. Catherine of Siena is the patron saint of nurses, illnesses, miscarriages, and sexual temptation. St. Catherine of Siena is the saint of fire protection and the patron saint of Italy and Europe. All right, let's see. I think we'll jump ahead now to a different saint. And let's go to St. Dominic, because I mentioned St. Dominic and that we would talk about St. Dominic a little bit. So this St. Dominic was born into nobility. So this is someone who did come into a life of wealth and abundance. He was alive 1170 to 1221. And he was born in Spain, Spanish nobility, Dominic de Guzman. His mother, the Blessed Joan of Aza, was a holy woman. And St. Dominic spent years studying theology. During the 1191 famine, he sold his furniture, books, and clothes so he could buy food for the poor. So one of the things that I didn't know really until I researched for this book, it was St. Dominic that received the Hail Mary, and they call it the angelic salutation. So, Dominic had a tremendous devotion to Mary and the Rosary. He was promoted wherever he traveled to preach. Mother Mary appeared to St. Dominic in 1208 during the apparition, gave him the Holy Rosary. She gave him the angelic salutation and the pattern for prayers. The angelic salutation from Archangel Gabriel is, Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. So that is a miraculous event, and that he used it to pray over people, and he was able to bring people from the dead back to life again. So the thing about the Hail Mary is, years ago I apprenticed with a Peruvian medicine person, and one of the things that he asked me to do was to rewrite the Hail Mary, and I decided to not only rewrite it but set it to music. So I'm going to sing to you. Oh Mary, oh great mother, we honor your presence on our planet. Oh Mary, oh great mother, we honor the Christ within you. Guide all people of our world. Help us to hear your guidance. Open our hearts to your love. Show us the way forever. So that I got from Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. I just rewrote it. Let's see. St. Dominic performed many miracles, from the manifestation of bread and wine for many people to healing and casting out demons. St. Dominic is the patron saint of the Dominican Republic, falsely accused people, astronomers, and natural scientists. So let's see let's read the divine guidance for St. Dominic. Why do I need help that is beyond ordinary at this time? What miracle would help me? You are ready to increase miracles around you. You have the magnetic personality and can attract exactly what you need when you need it. Have faith in your charisma and put it to good use. It's time to open your heart to the divine. You are a blessing here on earth, and it's time to step into your magnificence of your love. Be the overflowing vessel of divine love. I like that. Especially, you are a blessing here on earth. So if you don't already know that, I'd like for you to receive that and absorb that and know that you are a blessing. And the petition for Saint Dominic. Oh, Saint Dominic, show me how to pray for myself and others daily. Guide me and remind me of the power of contemplative time and prayers. Surround me with a shield of shimmering white light to transform and transmute anything that isn't for my highest good. Help me to take a moment to breathe and say a little prayer. Help me to feel the blessings of Mother Mary watching over me. Thank you. And the affirmation is, I open myself up to the healing energy of love and prayers. I am self-assured and step forward in life with confidence and purpose. I am joyful. I have courage. My head and heart are aligned. With the divine, I am a miracle worker. So I don't have a whole lot more to talk about other than just to continue to read to you, which I don't know if you need me to read to you everything, but it gives you an idea. So these saints are here to help us. The archangels are here to help us, and the saints are here to help us. They're invisible. We can't see them, but our faith is what brings them to us, and wanting the help of the divine. So the archangels and the everyday angels are divine messengers. They're the intermediaries between us and the goddess, creator. Saints, and I'm going to read exactly what I wrote. Saints are those who have been recognized for an exceptional spiritual life. They have a closeness to God that is palpable and has performed miracles. Saints can be found in various religious philosophies, although this book is connecting with saints based on Christian history. The quality of a saint is that they are benevolent, kind, and do good for others and the world. They are good models and good teachers. A saint intervenes on your behalf based upon petitions or prayers, asking for help and guidance. And that's what I recommend, is to let this book help you ask for inspiration, for guidance, for the help that you need, and how to ask for it. So you can even just have what I call magic book, where you just open the book to a page. Oh, St. Margaret Mary, the woman I was named after. And read about that one and see what it means to you. And so I hope that the Essential Guide to Archangels and Saints can help you develop your spiritual connections with the divine, and to have a more affluent spiritual life, a more palpable spiritual life, and enjoy the blessings that they bring to each and every one of us. You deserve it. We all deserve it. So the thing is, you have to ask. They cannot intervene unless you ask for their help. Well, I want to thank you so much for watching me and participating today in this. I'm excited about this book. I feel like it's a very important book of mine to have written for you. And I hope it helps you in your life and get many blessings. Many, many blessings. I'll sign off with my little favorite. May your days be filled with blessings and love, and may the angels light your path. Thanks so much for watching.